How do you define stress?
I define stress as something that can be a burden in your life. Stress can affect your health and it can affect you emotionally and physically.
What are your major stressors in your life?
Major stresses in my life would definitely have to be school, relationship with family, and loved ones. School is my biggest stressor due to trying to keep my grades the best they can be. I worry about quizzes, I worry about what I score on them, and projects I have to get done. Family and relationships stress me whenever there's a conflict I need to solve with them, and it's not always easy to do.
What is the number one stressor in your life?
As I just said, my number one stress in life is school. School has me so stressed out that I literally think everything is wrong, when really it's not. It's just that school takes up all of my day, and there's so many things to do in such little amount of time.
What are some stressors that Oakland youth experience that youth from other areas may not experience every day?
The stresses that Oakland youth experience that other adults don't experience is going through peer pressure and having to deal with our community. Peer pressure is big when being around peers who do drugs and drink and do other bad stuff. You're constantly pressured to do it to fit in when you really don't have to do it. Oakland youth usually does do drugs to get away from problems. It's like health problems, could be any kind of problems they have. Another stress that would have to be about, fear in our lives. If we're gonna survive that day, if we're gonna be alive, if we're gonna make it home that day walking on the street.
How do these stressors affect you, your friends, and your family?
These stresses affect me, my friends, and my family because we're living in Oakland and we never know if something bad's going to happen to us. We never know, we're gonna be alive. Like I just said, we just don't know if we're gonna, make it through the day.
Do you think the stressors in Oakland affect focusing in school and academic performance? Why or why not?
I actually do believe that stresses in Oakland affects our focus in school because whatever we have in us that's stressing us, we're gonna bring that here, and we're not gonna pay attention in class. We're gonna be daydreaming. We're not gonna pay attention. We're gonna be mad, and really it affects our academics because it's gonna be here with us. We're not gonna be able to focus.
What is your definition of PTSD?
My definition of PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, is going through something that affects everything about you and you can't ever be the same unless you get help, Even with the help, you're still going to remember the thing that caused you to stress.
Do you think Oakland youth experiences PTSD more than youth in other areas? Why or why not?
I actually do believe that Oakland youth do experience PTSD more than other adults in other areas because we're exposed to violence, we are exposed to gunshots, we're exposed to being on lockdowns all the time, we are exposed to, weed on the street, we're exposed to drug dealers on the street. And we sometimes walking on the street and we see a drive-by, we can see somebody die, and that's gonna affect us and cause us to have PTSD.
How do you deal with the stress in your life?
The way I deal with stresses in my life is talking to someone I really trust, even if they're the cause of my stress. So say if I'm mad at my mom, I'll talk to her about it and I'll feel better about it, and that's the way I deal with stress. I talk to somebody I really do trust.
What is one new stress management technique from class that you want to try?
A new stress management technique from class that I would like to try would be yoga. Even if I wasn't ready that day in clothes, I would actually like to try it because it really, it really does relax your body, it really does take the stress away from you. Okay, thank you.